Mass outrage over Equifax breach. The massive breach of credit rating firm Equifax is attracting scrutiny from government officials across the country. Lawmakers from both parties have expressed concern over the hack, which could have left vulnerable sensitive personal information for as many as 143 million people. The New York, Pennsylvania and Illinois attorneys general have announced formal investigations into the hack. Officials are alarmed by the scope of the breach as well as Equifax's terms of service, which forces individuals to waive their right to a class action lawsuit. The Hill's Ali Brelin tells us what lawmakers are doing about the breach. http://bit.ly/2xr Senators press for answers on Equifax executives who sold stock after breach. The Senate Finance Committee wants answers from Equifax on when 3 of its executives, who sold almost $2 million in stock, learned of a massive cybersecurity breach the company experienced in July. The sale has raised eyebrows among some observers who are concerned about potential insider trading violations. Committee leaders Senator Orrin Hatch, Republican Utah, and Senator Ron Wyden, Dior, pressed Equifax CEO Richard Smith for details on the scope of the breach in which the data of 143 million Americans was compromised, who is affected by it, and actions Equifax is taking to mitigate its impacts. Hatch and Wyden then pressed for specifics on when 3 executives were notified of the cyber attack. Equifax Chief Financial Officer John Gamble and President of U.S. Information Solutions Joseph Loughran collectively sold shares and exercised stock options totaling approximately $1.5 million on August 1. Rodolfo Boter, President of Workforce Solutions, sold approximately $250,000 worth of stock on August 2. Details of the hack, which occurred on July 29, were not yet made public at that time. Ali Brelin has more. http://bit.ly/2isps11. Trump scrambles tax reform debate. President Trump is scrambling the politics of tax reform. Republicans in Congress have been driving the process with little input from Democrats, but Trump's surprise debt and spending pact this week has both parties wondering if things are about to change. The president's comments and those by White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders on Friday give an opening for Democrats? The president is committed to moving legislation through, Sanders said. He wants Congress to act. He's happy to have Democrats be part of that. A tax code revamp anchored by deep tax cuts has taken on more political importance after the GOP's failure to repeal Obamacare, with the president craving a big legislative win before the end of the year. The Hill's Naomi Jalgota reports, http://bit.ly/2xscgt7. Bipartisan bill would force Treasury to put Tubman on $20 bill. A bipartisan House bill would replace President Andrew Jackson with Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill after Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said his department is reconsidering plans to make the change. Reps. John Kotko, R.N. York, and Elijah Cummings, DMD, introduced a bill Friday that would force the Treasury Department to swap Jackson for Tubman on the $20, a change announced by the Obama administration in 2016. The bill would require Treasury to update the $20 with Tubman's portrait by 2020, making her the only woman to appear on the front of a United States paper note. Kotko and Cummings called on Treasury to honor Tubman, the abolitionist icon that helped thousands of slaves escape to freedom, and introduced a similar bill to do so in 2015. Harriet Tubman is a hero who bravely led countless Americans to freedom and opportunity, courageously fought for her country, and was an outspoken advocate for women's suffrage, said Kotko, whose central New York district includes a national park named after Tubman. Too often, our nation does not do enough to honor the contributions of women in American history, especially women of color, said Cummings, former chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus. http://bit.ly/2xspzdb. Happy Monday and welcome back to Overnight Finance. I'm Sylvan Lane, and here's your nightly guide to everything affecting your bills, bank account and bottom line. See something I missed? Let me know at slane@thehill.com or tweet me at Sylvan Lane. And if you like your newsletter, you can subscribe to it here, http://bit.ly/1nxxw2n. On tap tomorrow's Senate Banking Committee, hearing entitled Examining the FinTech Landscape, 10 a.m. http://bit.ly/2vlc10. You can bet Equifax is going to come up in this one. House Financial Services Committee, hearing entitled Examining the Relationship Between Prudential Regulation and Monetary Policy at the Federal Reserve, 2 p.m. http://bit.ly/2vll9mg. U.S. federal debt passes $20 trillion for first time. The U.S. federal government's gross debt surpassed $20 trillion on Friday, according to a daily Treasury statement. The debt jumped from $19.8 trillion to $20.1 trillion after Congress suspended a debt ceiling for 3 months.